like some nasty incident?
Yeah, tell me now.
Oh God. Nobody knew me and everybody thought ये तो casting couch होके आई है जीजी. I'm like भाई diet coke पियेंगे या फिर coffee दे दो because I can't risk it. Like मेरा mood खराब हो जाएगा गंदी चाय मिली तो. शिबानी बेदी को मत देना अपना खाना.
प्रियंका की मम्मी.
अरे.
कहाँ से हुआ वो चालू? सबसे ज्यादा मुझे यही पूछ रहा था. One of my favorites that you and Ankush do together.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know where the concept of that parent couple came from, but I think the accent came from this one guy at a restaurant we used to visit, a bunch of friends who used to. I think he was from Himachal. और उनके ना बोलने का तरीका ऐसे था, सर जोरियन सर मैं आया हूँ, आप बहुत दिन बाद आए हो, बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे मिलके. So I just used to find the rhythm in his speech so interesting, and I think this one time मैं और अंकुश कुछ तो भी कर रहे थे, हमको ना मतलब basically बोलते थे कैमरा रोल हो रहा है, करो, you know. So हम करने पे आए कुछ वीडियो कपल वाला, and I think we started playing this old couple, and then that's where this old couple came into the picture, and then suddenly it became all about Priyanka. So yeah, that's how
Too funny.
Priyanka की मम्मी came along.
सबने देखा है प्रियंका की मम्मी. How are you? What's up?
I'm good, Kopal. I think I've been traveling a lot. मैं I think पिछले 1 महीने से अपने माँ बाप के साथ ये गैस चेम्बर से लुक्का छिपी खेल रही हूँ. तो हम पहले चले गए थे कहीं और ऋषिकेश दिवाली के टाइम. अब हम उदयपुर में थे थोड़े टाइम तक. So yeah.
Just holidaying?
Yeah, mostly avoiding the toxic gas situation in Delhi because my father is like he has COPD, whatever, like you know, asthma. But yeah, I feel like मैंने 17 साल से माँ बाप के साथ वेकेशन नहीं ली थी. So I was like, okay, एक तीर से 2 निशाने. पता नहीं यार, I feel like, you know, when you're young, you feel like family sometimes is just like too much, right? Like you just want to be independent, do your own thing, hang out with friends.
Yeah.
And I think फिर एकदम से इतना सारा time निकल जाता है, फिर suddenly your parents get old and then you realize that oh fuck, अब तो ये चलने लायक भी नहीं रहे हैं.
Yeah.
तो कहीं ना कहीं I think this hit me, you know, because I spent a lot of my time avoiding family vacations, कलेश वलेश के चक्कर में.
Yeah.
But this time I was like, oh God, अब पता नहीं कितना time है. Might as well just hold on to whatever, you know, I can.
Yeah, no, but that does happen. I think for me also, just I mean, now they live in Lucknow. I'm here,
right?
But now I just want to like maximize as much phone time, meeting time, and I mean, it just suddenly you start realizing, you know, that this is so important. Like it's always been, but like there's this. I don't know how to describe that feeling, but then there's this sudden thing that no, now you want to spend more and more.
Also, you also realize that last year there was some incident in my house. My father almost died. And I think sometimes when you're close to your parents reaching the end of the rope of their life, is when you start realizing that actually, you know, हमारे पास time बहुत कम है. हम लोग बहुत सारी चीजें अपने माँ बाप और अपनी family की ना बहुत granted लेते हैं. And I don't know, like I think it just hit me over the last 4-5 years. It's been hitting me that, you know, everything is borrowed time. Okay, just respect it and make the most of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I am also like जितना मिल सके उनके साथ समय निकालो बिताओ.
Okay, so Shibani, welcome to Kisse with Kopal.
Thank you so much for having me, Kopal.
I am very excited because I know you've got some really beautiful things for our box, and we have also got some beautiful things जिससे हम किस्से discuss करेंगे, life stories, and just get to know you better.
Perfect.
That's the idea. हंसते खिलखिलाते रहते हैं ये लोग, बीच बीच में रो देते हैं. जैसा सही लगे, don't worry, just feel free, है ना? Okay, are we ready? Should we open the box?
Yes, please.
Okay, cool. Okay, we'll start with your things. Okay, wow. Okay, this is bringing in a lot of nostalgia. Nursery A.
This is when I was like, I think 4 years old. ये मेरे पेरेंट्स ने तब से रखा हुआ है मेरा रिपोर्ट कार्ड.
Let's see.
And इसमें
कितने मार्क्स मिल रहे थे?
तो मार्क्स तो इसमें नहीं थे. तो इसमें ना my teachers used to rate me on you know कि मैं कितनी observant हूँ. Like for example, there is recognition of letters good. Is regular and punctual in attendance at school? Yes, she is regular. Takes care of personal property? Yes.
Personal property?
Takes care of her personal appearance? Yes, she remains neat and tidy. Is extrovert/introvert? Introvert apparently. ऐसा था नहीं, मतलब there were shades of extrovert also, but maybe I was not too talkative, or maybe she didn't catch me talking too much. Works and plays well in large group? Yes, she's social. Yes, she's an obedient child, chooses and completes an independent activity, yes, always. So I think she just basically identifies her name orally, in print and in written. Teacher said orally, abhi padhai likhai nahi samajh aayi. So, you know, things like these. And yeah, like it has like a bunch of things that she rated me on and commented on. इसमें ना जो सबसे स्पेशल चीज है वो मेरे ना पापा का एंड में सजेशन ऑफ द गार्डियन करके they asked my father to write a note. And honestly, Gopal, I read this note. तो ये रिपोर्ट कार्ड मैंने कुछ पता नहीं कितने सालों, मुझे पता भी नहीं था इसके बारे में. परसों मम्मी के साथ I was just sifting my stuff out and we took this out. And ये पढ़ के अभी भी मैं थोड़ी ना इमोशनल हो जाऊंगी. So इसमें मेरे पिताजी ने लिखा था, latent capabilities of the child, well, they are no more latent as the teacher has very ably spotted them in the music column. My child not only sings but also is very keen to be a good singer and an actress. Why not promote her? We may have a good artist in her. Signed, Arvind Bedi, 18th August 1990.
Wow.
And I literally, like, I had goosebumps. I was like, oh my God, like, how, like, I don't know. It's just, it's like such a full circle moment, right?
This is him in nursery.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is like after he observed whatever my teacher would say or whatever, and he wrote this note. And yeah, it still gives me a little bit of a goosebump thing.
Wow.
And I read it person. And I was like, fuck, you know, Papa.
But what was that moment like? Like, A, reading this, and B, you did your film. Thank you for coming.
Right.
What did your father say? I mean, he saw it back then. I don't know when you saw it.
Like, I think maybe they saw it back then. And sometimes, you know, like, you may have a spark as a child, you know. I feel like sometimes when adults around you or people around you don't douse that spark, na, it becomes a fire. मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि talent has very, like, talent is just a spark. उसको nurture करना is when you make it a, you know, big thing or a fire. And I think उसको fan करने के लिए ना, अगर आपके आसपास जो लोग हैं, supportive हो, आपको दबाए ना, वो बहुत help करता है. And I feel like I have to give credit where it's due. I feel like my parents never stopped me from exploring things. Jabki, you know, like, whatever, like, I feel like as a child I used to sing, you know, और इतनी भी कोई exceptional आवाज नहीं थी, but whatever, like, सुर ताल थे. And मुझे फिर I lost interest in music, which is when I stopped. But they tried their best to get me in classical, this and that. ये एक certificate है, जब मैं prep B में थी, उसमें मुझे singing competition में prize मिला था. वो भी मेरे मम्मी पापा ने बचा के रखा है ये दिखाने के लिए मुझे कि देखो हम जानते थे तुम में है कुछ तो. So yeah.
But when the movie came out, did you like go watch it with your parents? What was their reaction like?
So I mean, I think I booked a ticket for them because the premiere happened and I was supposed to be in Bombay and they couldn't join me in Bombay for the, you know, the first screening and all. So I bought them a ticket and then I think we did a screening in Delhi and that's when they came and watched it. But you know, the thing is, this movie, even though it was one of my big Bollywood, you know, like debuts of sorts. I've been active and doing films and working in the, you know, like film and web space since the year 2004 or 5, Gopal. You know, like, so I think the first film I did was a small cameo in Rang De Basanti, which is what all 4 of us went and watched. And उसमें एक छोटा सा सीन है जिसमें मैं इन्ने मुन्ने बच्चे करती हूँ कुछ. Yeah, so वो देख के मैंने तो आंखें बंद कर ली थी because मुझे तो बहुत शर्म आ रही थी. But my parents were very, very happy to see that. I think that there have been little, like, these little breadcrumby moments here and there of them seeing me perform. And yeah, they've treated every moment like it's very special. And obviously, Thank You for Coming was more special than usual because it was a full-blown, like, proper role and big movie and all of that. So,
So was there ever like a plan B, or was this all like being in front of an audience was always?
Yeah, this was never in the plan.
Oh, really?
But I feel like, you know, reality also hits you very hard, right? I mean, you may want to grow up thinking you want to be this, you want to be that. But it's not an easy growth, like, it's not an easy path. And I think I was also fed this thing ki educate yourself, do a job, keep all of those things going, and then maybe think about if you have to, you know, whatever, go into this, you could. And I think I'm also not, I'm not delusional. You know, I would like to say that I like taking risks, but मैं बेवकूफ नहीं हूँ. मतलब, you know, अपनी औकात तुम्हें पता होती है ना कि कितना तुम कर पाओगे. Because I remember when I was 2021, I was in Bombay. I was studying in Bombay. And वहाँ पर ना I had given an audition for a K serial. और वो हो गया ऑडिशन. मतलब मैं तो कॉलेज के बाहर उनकी बस आई थी बालाजी की. मैंने ऑडिशन दिया, फिर मेरे को रोल मिल गया. I was like, fuck, I've arrived. Like, this is amazing. K serial में role. और उसके अंदर मैं I was playing the fat sister with the funky hair and you know. Anyway, it was a gadha role, you know, like
you did it.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, oh my God, Balaji wants me. I want you too. But eventually it became, we became paid dancers only. Like, हम शादियों में ही नाच रहे होते थे अजीब-अजीब कपड़े पहन के. And within 6-7 months, I was like, boss, this is, their contracts were very aggressive and it was just not working out. So I quit and then I came to Delhi and then I started doing whatever jobs I did and I stuck to those jobs for about 10 years. And then I think online started. I feel like once I started seeing results through the kind of opportunities web and online videos and Instagram, social media created for people who were making videos or whatever, like, you know, kind of work I was doing. उसका जो फुटफॉल हो रहा था और जो रिस्पॉन्स और जो थोड़ा सा जो फेम मिल रहा था, उसके बेसिस पे I was like कि चलो, okay, this can be considered. And I feel like the options that exist right now, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, none of this, there were no conversations like these. YouTube was one, but if you want to be an actor, then YouTube is a different ball game altogether. You know, you can't mix the two. Right now, you can still be a performer and have a YouTube channel and an Instagram presence and maybe produce your own shows if you have to. That's an option, but it wasn't there 10 years ago. So yeah, over time, it's evolved.
Talking about performances.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah, I am this is the kid. I wish I could like show you guys this picture. So मुझे ना बचपन में owing to my size, मेरा पहला रोल था भालू का और मेरा दूसरा रोल था cow.
Oh, you're the guy.
Yeah, it was a Janmashtami play. And obviously ऐसे मतलब you know गुलगुले बच्चे जो थे उनको तो गाय बनाना था ना, तो मुझे गाय बनाया, तो I'm one of the cows. So मुझे पहले ऐसे गाय भैंस भालू जैसे रोल मिलते थे, फिर उसके बाद मम्मी के रोल मिलने लग गए थे स्कूल में ही. तो मतलब
I became a bandar for a school play. They put a pooch and all.
So, yeah, I think this is like my big moment on stage where I played a cow. And before I went on stage, yeah, some kids sat on my mask also. मेरे को घर से special instructions थे, कुछ भी करना मास्क भाड़े का है, खराब नहीं होना चाहिए. और सबसे पहली चीज जो खराब हुई वो मास्क ही था. ससुरा is blame. Anyway.
Once for a fancy dress competition, my aunt made me a grape.
Oh.
So how she made me a grape? She bought green balloons and she put it all over me.
Oh God.
उन्होंने ये नहीं सोचा कि मैं जा रही हूँ, मैं 100 बच्चे हैं. By the time I got on stage, मेरे सारे balloon फट गए. I think I still have trauma from that day.
Oh my God, I can imagine, dude. Oh God. Everybody poking you from every quarter. Oh damn.
But wow, okay. This is the beginning of beginning of Shibani's acting.
The genesis, you know, my origin story.
Okay, let's.
Oh. Yeah.
Happy wedding anniversary.
इसमें anniversary की spelling दोनों जगह गलत है.
Yeah, I was like, कुछ तो missing है. Anniversary.
बेसिकली मम्मी पापा की एनिवर्सरी थी और थोड़ा मतलब ये हमारे को इमोशनल थोड़ा टॉर्चर करते थे हमारे माँ बाप कि बच्चे ऐसे निकम्मे एहसान फरामोश एंड ऑल. बजट होता नहीं था, सो आई थॉट, मैंने ना स्कूल में नया ये कुछ थैलियां बनानी सीखी थी ऐसे मोड़ तोड़ के कुछ तो करके पेपर से, क्राफ्ट एंड आर्ट्स की क्लास में. तो चलो मम्मी पापा को कार्ड बना के देते हैं. तो ये मेरी मम्मी है, ये मेरे पापा है.
So cute.
वो दोनों बिल्कुल ऐसे नहीं दिखते.
Thank God.
फिर मैंने अंदर भी कुछ लिखा, प्यारे माता पिता. Then I changed my mind because I was like, okay, this is getting too tough. Language is, I have to keep it simple. So I don't know. So I made them an anniversary card. Spellings are very wrong. I also couldn't calibrate कितना जगह लगेगा happy और anniversary के बीच, तो बीच में मुझे dash लगा के नीचे करना पड़ा. But my mother's sweet, she kept it like she's preserved this.
Yeah.
He was like, "चलो मेरे बच्चे ने effort किया है."
Aye, this is so sweet. Yeah. Tell me more now about your parents and what's it like. Just the relationship. How has that been?
Yeah, I feel like my parents are. My relationship with them has largely been good. I feel like I have had some issues with my mother. And I feel like, you know, when you grow up in a, so both my parents, you know, like my mom especially, इन दोनों का ना थोड़ा family background ऐसा, ये लोग post partition India के बच्चे हैं, you know, like इनके सारे जो roots हैं, I can like, my dad's family moved before the partition happened obviously, but my mother's family moved post partition. And a lot of their wajood and wealth and everything, I think, got left behind. I feel like my mother has a lot of generational trauma. And I feel like they are that category of, you know, that generation of people जिनके लिए ना survival सब कुछ है. तो मुझे लगता है कि thankfully my father was a bit of a risk taker. And I'm glad it was him, not my mom, because had the genders been reversed, it would have been tough for us to get the kind of permissions or whatever, you know, that sometimes you need to just, I don't know, explore whatever skill set you want to explore. So I feel like, हाँ, मतलब मेरी family में there was a lot of, we didn't grow up with gender too much, like, you know, थोड़ा बहुत, but मुझे कभी किसी ने ये नहीं बोला कि आप ये नहीं कर सकते. It was always, there was a lot of encouragement. Even though my parents grew up with a very, like, you know, like a very narrow sense of what's progress and success. And मुझे नहीं लगता कि उनको असली में risk taking क्या होता है या कैसे, मतलब, you know, वैसे वो इतना, I don't think they are very open to that, or they don't know that much. But they've always been encouraging कि if you know what you're doing, then do it, you know, and if you believe that you can back it up with talent and skill, then do it. Like I remember my father used to, it was, I think, his best advice, which I feel like is not the best advice sometimes. He'd tell me that no matter what you do, be the best at it. Now, that's a great way to like encourage your child, but sometimes, you know, you might just be mediocre, you know, like you may not be the best, but that doesn't still mean that you have to be best at everything you do. Sometimes I just want to sing, but if I want to sing like, you know, Lata Mangeshkar, that's not a possibility. So I can't be the best at everything. But I think what he basically meant was ki if you want to take a calculated risk doing something that nobody before you in this family or anywhere has done, then you need to know what you're signing up for, and you need to know why you're doing it. So, you know, you need to have your resolve and your like clarity of ambition in place. I feel like both my parents, especially my father, I'd say my family is very conservative in a lot of ways. And it's thanks to him and his ability to keep the voices out that me and my brother, regardless of the kind of mistakes we made, and both of us have made some terrible mistakes, there was always forgiveness at home. So I feel like for whatever, I mean, I blame them for a lot of things sometimes because, you know, that's what children do. We're all fucking ungrateful at the end of the day. But I feel like there is a lot of gratitude I hold for a lot of foundational things that they did for us and to this day do, which, you know, just helps you build whatever you imagine you want to build as a child before life happens. You know, at least आपकी नींव कोई नहीं तोड़ रहा है. वो नींव खड़े होने का करने का मतलब हमारे पास ऑप्शन था बचपन में, जो I feel like I have to give credit to my parents for.
But you know what you said, like I think especially in the online world, and I discuss this with a lot of my artist friends and my content creator friends also, like the thing of being the best,
right?
Like the results are always so instant, right? They're so immediate, number of views, number of engagement, brands coming in, etc. Do you like, and you've been a content creator for a while now, you know, you've seen the landscape also change. Do you take that pressure on you now, or did you ever take that pressure of being on the top of your game, being the best in the space, seeing the views, seeing them dip sometimes? Like, does that affect you?
Well, honestly, it does. I also feel like, you know, I maybe so, you know, I started doing content because I'm an actor, and I think not like I'm quintessentially a performer. Being a YouTuber and a creator is a different ball game altogether. You know, it's not just the characters you're playing. It's also how you are building your relationship with your audience. What is it about you that is the hook? Content creation means the whole world revolves around you. You know, you are not stepping into a particular role and just performing and then stepping out and then disconnecting. That's not how you will grow. I feel like my strong suit was performance. The whole concept of being a creator, I caught on to it a little late. And I feel like I'm still growing as a creator. Like, I wouldn't say that I've had a big number. I feel like, thankfully for me, there's been sustainability. And right now, given the spectrum and the landscape has changed so immensely and it's become so dense, I just hope कि मैं इसको sustain कर पाऊँ, क्योंकि thankfully वो हो रहा है. अब उसमें growth हो जाए, great. नहीं भी होती तो मुझे इतनी किलस नहीं मचती है. पर पहले हाँ ये affect करता था. But I feel like जो चीज़ मुझे तब realize नहीं हुई, मुझे अब दिखती है. तो I just feel like over time, because there's so much competition, and I also think that, you know, मैं 2016 से online space में हूँ और 2019 या 20 से I've been doing my own content. So कहीं ना कहीं there's a little bit of that थकान that I can feel कि भाई मैं मतलब अब मैं इतनी ज़्यादा aggressively like मुझे views और मुझे इसको भी beat करना उसको beat करना ये नहीं कर सकती. तो मतलब ठीक है, I'm like okay, I'll just accept however slow my growth is. I'll be true to what I want to make. I've also realized जब आप जबरदस्ती बनाते हो ना content, unless आप बहुत genius हो और आपकी engagement बहुत तगड़ी है, वो जबरदस्ती आपको मजा नहीं आ रहा but आप फिर भी कर रहे हो, comedy कर रहे हो, वो ना दिखता है. तो ये फालतू का content नहीं बनाना है just for the sake of making content, because वो मैंने किया है, and that also affects your engagement and growth. So why? It also sort of like, you know, creates an audience disconnect because you don't believe in your own content. Like there was a time where I just wouldn't believe in my content. Now I make maybe 3 videos a week or 2 videos a week and sometimes even 1 video a week. But I really like it. I like what I'm putting out. And I feel like if it makes me happy, at least when I look at my feed, whether the content is doing well or not, I don't feel like you know, like, तो मतलब अपने से आप just as a creator, if that's the journey you want to be on, you need to be true to your voice. You need to know that this is not a I'll step into the role now and step out of the role, you know, after 10 minutes type of job. You have to treat your audience like they are your best friends. And you need to know that they are there for you. So the access that you give them, what you make them see, how you make them a part of your life is also, you know, sort of like it can turn out to be a bit of a game changer. And speaking for myself, I feel like I'm a little like, I'm okay with slowness and I'm more about like what quality I can offer as opposed to just running after quantity at this point. So
that makes so much sense. I mean, especially with so much happening in the ecosystem, like we just if you get in the rat race, then you can't find a way out for sure. Like there's just so much happening.
And you know, the rat race is endless.
Exactly.
खत्म नहीं होता ये कभी. ये अंकुश और मैं कभी-कभी बड़ा मजाक उड़ाते हैं, क्योंकि जब हम लोग ग्रो करना शुरू करे थे, उसके 100 के होते थे, तो वो बोलता था कि अब मैं 200 के लिए रोऊंगा, अब मेरे 1 मिलियन हो गया, मैं 2 मिलियन के लिए रोऊंगा. And I think we all, because we've both been doing it pretty much during, like, we've grown simultaneously, we've started our journey simultaneously. He's like, you know, if you keep crying over growth ना, greed का कोई end नहीं है. कभी ये आप कभी भी 2 करोड़ 3 करोड़ 50 करोड़ कमा कर आप कभी भी ये नहीं बोलोगे वाओ मेरा हो गया. You know, you'll just be like मुझे और चाहिए, तो वो और चाहिए. Exactly. तो मतलब, you know, you just have to figure out your boundaries and where you want to, like, whatever, just regulate your life around whatever growth you've had. Contentment is key. And that can be found in all shapes, sizes and numbers. So
That's so nice. Cool. Okay, let's dive right back into the box. Now we have some stuff for you.
Oh my gosh, wow.
Why don't you pick? Is there something that calls out to you? There's a trophy. There's a...
I think this.
Auto?
How cute. ये मेरे दिल्ली के दिन भैया से 10-10 रुपए के लिए लड़ने. माय गॉड, मेरी जिंदगी के सारे लेसन्स ऑटोज में मिले हैं मुझे. मैंने अपनी सारी चूड़ियां यहीं पे तोड़ी हैं, सारे रणधीरों ने यहीं रोए हैं, सारी लड़ाइयां यहीं करी हैं. तो ऑटो बहुत कॉल.
चूड़ियां तोड़ने वाला बताना ना जरा.
यार मतलब दोस्तों के साथ taking auto rides, long auto rides and crying about your, you know, shitty life. You know, basically, autos have been a very vital part of my growth as a person.
Yeah.
And my villain eras also. So, you know,
Everyone can relate. Do you have like one particular incident that you remember?
yeah, there are too many. Like some nasty incident.
Yeah, tell me now.
Oh God. I feel like, yeah, so this one time, and I used to be a college student, तो मेरे पास पैसे नहीं होते थे. So मैंने ना एक ऑटो वाले को बोल दिया कि मुझे यहाँ जाना है. मुझे बेसिकली औरबिंदो मार्ग, औरबिंदो कॉलेज जाना था. एंड आई वाज इंटर्निंग फॉर सम फिल्म मेकर, तो मुझे ना घड़ी घड़ी हर कॉलेज जाके पैदल दोपहरी 50 डिग्री सेल्सियस टेम्परेचर में पोस्टर लगाने होते थे उसके. और आई डोंट नो, आई थिंक आई वाज जस्ट हैविंग अ वेरी रफ डे. And I sat in the auto and I told this guy, यहाँ जाना है और यहाँ रोकेंगे, आप लंबा रास्ता ले लो, मैं दे दूंगी पैसे आपको जितने देने हैं. And then when it came to, like, the time came to give him money, I told him, मेरे पास तो है ही नहीं. He got so, and I feel so bad because he was a young fellow, he had a stutter, he was so angry that he couldn't even speak. And I think I took that opportunity to just run. It's been, I think उस टाइम 18 साल की थी, बहुत टाइम हो गया है. वो ना, मतलब उस बंदे का हेल्पलेसनेस मैं भूल नहीं सकती. मतलब उसकी हाय तो मुझे लगी है, मुझे लगता है. So I feel like, I think after that in life I've been extra gracious when it comes to like giving money to maybe like auto bhaiyas, because I'm like, no, I can't. I mean, whatever. That was a very nasty thing I did, which still haunts me.
Wow, the fact that it still haunts you. You're a good human.
I tried.
Okay. What else?
I think this, obviously, for obvious reasons. It's my favorite beverage.
Yeah.
मैंने अभी भी 2 कप चाय लेकर आया था, रुकन दोनों पी ली मैंने. ये भी नहीं पूछा किसके लिए दूसरा कप. I was like, 1 shot, 2 shot. So yeah, this definitely calls out.
But are you like the type of chai person who likes a specific type of chai, or you are like कोई भी चाय दे दो पी लेंगे?
Specific chai, yeah. I mean, I am very particular about my adrak and elaichi. And sometimes cinnamon also. But cinnamon, मेरी मम्मी कहती है बहुत गर्मी create करता है. I don't, whatever. My mother doesn't like my style of tea because she's like, it's very heaty, you know. Yeah. It'll give you piles eventually. But yeah, I mean, I like my chai. वो कहते हैं ना ढाबे वाली जो होती है ना, कड़ी कड़क और अदरक इलायची और चीनी भी हो तो अच्छा है. बट समटाइम्स आई फील लाइक too much sugar is not the best, so I try regulating that. I prefer good. So हाँ, मतलब that's how I like it. And I like it in a big mug. Like मुझे छोटे कप नहीं अच्छे.
So you're like a chai date person with like friends also, or with when you go on actual dates also? Are you like usually chai pe chale type person?
Yeah, so the thing is, I like that. But the problem is, everywhere I go drinking tea, na, people disappoint me. So then when I go do a beverage date, I'm like, भाई diet coke पियेंगे या फिर coffee दे दो, because I can't risk it. Like मेरा mood खराब हो जाएगा गंदी चाय मिली तो. और अगर तुम मेरे घर आ रहे, like when my friends are meeting me, then I'm like, yeah, come home, I'll make tea. Yeah. I'll make it, please. You know, you don't make it. So I am very selective, and if I'm meeting people outside or something, then I'm like, let's have coffee. You know, let's save ourselves
disappointment se bachane ke liye.
Yeah. Or a drink, whatever. You know, whatever comes easy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, we have a very cute camera in here.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Is there any story that you recall in front of the camera?
Yeah, so this camera reminds me of my father's camera. He used to have there used to be this camera called Yashica camera, which was a manual thing he used to have. और मेरे सारे बचपन की जो फोटोग्राफ जो खींची है पापा ने, वो उसी कैमरा से खींची है. तो मेरा like all of my childhood was his camera in our face. So I think this reminds me a little bit of that. It's very cute.
Cute.
Very cute.
And do you have like a in front of the camera moment that you cannot forget? Like something that happened on a set or while you were shooting something with somebody.
Right.
That you just can't forget. Like that was like one epic moment.
Yeah, so okay, there are two.
Okay.
Let's one of the happiest moments and one really bad moment that happened. I would like to talk about so much content I have. I think I was just meant to come here and say all these. So okay, the good moment, okay? So about 5-6 years ago, I got selected to do a film called Why Cheat India, which had Imran Hashmi in the lead. And nobody on that set knew me. The director knew me because 10 साल पहले हम मतलब जब मैं इंडिया टुडे का मैगजीन में काम करती थी, वो मैं और शौमिक ना मतलब ट्विटर पे एक दूसरे को फॉलो करते थे एंड आई थिंक शौमिक वुड then see my videos and all and he had a role of a UP wife character which he thought I could do well playing. So whatever, he barely auditioned me and got me there and nobody knew me and everybody thought ye to casting couch hoke aayi hai Gigi. And I was like, gosh, like casting couch. Anyway, because nobody spoke to me nicely, nothing. I was actually a nobody. Nobody gave a shit. It was a very sad set because these people had been very frustrated and overworked or whatever. And I think none of them had any expectations out of me. And I didn't even have a script. Okay, like whatever. They had like thoda sa outline of a script. And I go on set. They start rolling. And dude, I think I started performing and doing my thing. And they just wouldn't call it cut. So much so that Imran Hashmi was like, "Koi cut bolega?" Kya ho raha hai? I was like, I think whatever I did was maybe just funny and fresh enough, and it was a bit of a comic relief. Or jo bhi tha, like I think everybody, like the director, just kept like nobody called it cut. And I was like, oh my God. And after that, I saw everybody's attitude change. And I was like, batch. Like, yeah, it was, after that, I was a part of the set. After that, people were like, हाँ, ये कोई है, ये करते हैं, कर रहे हैं कैमरे
इनको चाय वाय पे लाओ
हाँ, ये काम करते हैं यहाँ पे. So I was like, thank you, bro. Like, and the worst moment happened to me recently. I went for an audition. So, I'd been trying very hard to like get a meeting. So there's this casting person, Mr. Mukesh Chabra. I've known him, I think, from a while ago. I used to do theatre and education, NSD के छोटे-छोटे workshops होते थे. So मैं तब से उन्हें जानती हूँ and I'd done some project with him very long time ago. And तब he used to be an actor also. He had not started casting and all. So it took me a while to get in touch with him again. And after multiple, like, back and forth, for the first time in so many years, he asked me to come audition for a character. Okay. But then, I think I had been slightly unwell and I was a little underprepared. मैंने सोचा, मैंने तो monologue याद कर लिया. It was a long monologue and it was a virtual reality in a very interesting camera setup, which was not like your everyday auditions. They had a virtual reality camera and बड़ा अजीब सा जगह पे कुछ था. So anyway, I go there thinking I've learnt it. I land there. His assistants are rehearsing with me. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता. मुझे सब लाइनें भूल गई. It took me 20 minutes to prepare. So much so that I think after like so much back and forth and making me rehearse and me constantly fumbling and not being able to do my lines, this girl asked me, "Have you ever auditioned before?" And I was like, yeah, I have. I've done films also. I literally told her, मैंने पता मैंने तो किया भी है, ऐसा नहीं है. Thankfully for me, I think when they like gave me some time alone, I was like, भगवान कुछ तो करो, ये क्या हो रहा है, इतनी बेइज्जती मत कराओ. And then I made peace with the fact, चलो today is a bad day. So what? Yeah. I'm gonna fail this shit. I'll be a total botch. It's fine. Bad days are also needed sometimes. Yeah. Thankfully, when they rolled, it came. Like I could perform, and she was okay with that. उसके बाद मुझे घर आके बुखार हो गया actually. I was so stressed and so embarrassed. I was like, dude, ये मतलब this is crazy. And I feel like what was more embarrassing was that I literally felt like I fought tooth and nail to convince Mukesh sir to give me an audition. And finally, when he did, I was so disappointing that girl who was auditioning me was like, पहले किया है आपने नहीं किया तो है मैंने तो वो इमरान हाशमी वाली में किल भी करा था. So yeah, this was my worst camera moment that literally happened like 3 weeks ago or something.
But seriously, like I think being in front of this, like it's such a whatever you're doing, right? It's such a leveler as a career, no? Like you always have to go for those auditions. And those auditions can be really bad or they could be really good. So you're always going through those highs and lows, right? Like it's just a part of it.
Kupal, not everybody. I feel like, sometimes I've realized in some fields or as an artist, you are nobody till you're somebody. But when you're somebody, then life becomes a little easy. I feel like you may have to, test, look test and all might happen. But if you've proved yourself as an actor, if you've gathered and, gained enough credibility, then for you to constantly be put through the grind again and again is very rare. You know, या फिर वो अगर होगा तो it will be for very specific characters. It's like if I can't be imagined as a certain person because I've done a certain kind of work, then maybe a director who's probably keen on working with that actor will be like, just see if you can pull this off. Let's test you and see whether this can be a part of your range.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to create a bad product. So I've realized in the industry, like, regardless of what people say कि favoritism है, ये है, वो है, मेहनत सब करते हैं because the product, everyone wants to make a good product, and uske liye there are sometimes no compromises. So yeah, I mean, there are tests and screen tests that happen, but only if they are trying to you know, take a seasoned actor for something unusual. But I feel like people who are still, like, I feel like I can still call myself a struggler, you know, because I don't think I have enough credibility to blindly walk onto a set or have someone just pick me randomly and be like, you know, be a part of our project. So I feel like till you don't prove your merit enough, or till you don't arrive, you have to obviously go through it again and again.
But there has to be something deeper that keeps you going also, right? Like, what is it? Like, is it something you feel in front of the camera? Is it something that, like, what is that thing that, you know, that you keep going back to also?
Yeah, I don't know actually. I think it's a driving force for sure. I feel like I know something comes alive. You know, I remember watching or reading, there was this like TED talk I was watching of this writer of you know, this woman called Elizabeth Gilbert, who's written this book, Eat, Pray, Love. Okay, she'd done some TED talk where she was talking about this singer called Tom Waits, and she was also talking about this concept that, you know, as artists, what we create is not our own. It's actually the supreme conscience talking through us. It's the muse that somewhere finds us, sits on us, inspires us, does things, and through it we channel the muse and the talent and the skill that you show, whether it's a good song, whether it's a great performance, whether it's just you getting transported somewhere else and letting yourself be a medium where you see a certain character played out. Legend says it's the muse who does this. And I do feel like as artists, you know, like, you ask, like, I remember, you know, when I was working with HT City, there was Gulzar Saab who came to our office, okay? And somebody asked him a very interesting question, which haunts me to this day. उन्होंने उनसे पूछा कि गुलजार साहब, आप इतने ये गाने लिखते हैं, इतने खूबसूरत गाने हैं, मतलब जनरेशन सुन के रिलेट करेंगी, रोती हैं, मैं आज भी सुन के रोंगटे खड़े मेरे होते हैं, कहाँ से आता है ये? He was like, मुझे नहीं पता, आ जाता है, you know, आ जाता है. I was like, that's all you have to say? Like, you have a whole generation of people जो आपके गाने सुन के नस काट लेते हैं, मतलब, और आप बस बोल रहे हैं मुझे आ जाता है बस. But it's true. You know, I feel like I don't think anyone will have an answer when you tell them or ask them ki what changes. Because something does, and you can't explain it, and you just like go along with that. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. But it's a process that I feel like is just inherent. It's very, you know,
That's beautiful. That TED Talk is one of my favorites.
Mine as well.
She also speaks about something called the butterfly, firefly. I don't know what. It's essentially the concept that you follow your curiosity through life. And I think I heard that TED Talk when I was in my college or something, and it just stuck with me. Like, just following your curiosity through life. That's the only thing I want to do, right? And
No,
okay, cool. Should we do one last object before we move to the next last segment?
Okay, let's see what is.
You're dodging the heart a lot.
Oh. Fine. It's my shadow work. Heart. मेरा heart chakra blocked है ना, इसलिए. Actually, heart. Hoping that one day. अब पता नहीं क्या बोलूं मैं actually.
Moment of silence हो जाता है heart जब लोग पकड़ लेते हैं तो. But okay, I'll ask you a simple question.
Okay.
What does this mean to you? Like, what is love for you?
I think love is everything. Love fixes everything. It's also highly romanticized. I feel like it's a very confusing subject, but I do believe that healthy love can be the answer to a lot of life's problems and sorrows. And I think I've seen it one too many times in people's lives and my own.
Yeah.
To see what nurturing love and healthy love can do and how it can change your game.
Yeah.
And what it can do when it's full of shit.
Yeah.
You know, so the other side is also like really heavy.
Yeah.
And the good side of it is also beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And tell me something. Tell me.
There is nothing. There is like this heart. My heart is also hollow. ये भी खोखला है, मैं भी खोखला है. तो मैं भी वेट कर रहा है कोई आके उस पजल के अंदर घुस जाए. तो हाँ बस क्या बोलूँ मैं. तभी मैं इसको हाथ नहीं लगा रही थी. I was like, ये तो कुछ ज़्यादा ही bitter reminder हो गया.
Like she was actually going through, but she was touching it and then moving to another.
So yeah, it's like खोखला, same to same.
Yeah.
So,
But जिस पे आप रीले बनाते हो एक वाला क्वेश्चन पूछूं.
हाँ.
Are you actually like, is this something that you, like you said hollow, right? Do you think there is like actually like a hollow, there is a piece of puzzle that's missing that you want, that are you waiting for it to be filled? Is
I
that
feel like I don't know. I think I'm too grown up to be like, nahi, mera soulmate aayega. I feel like you need to, I think people with whom the timing sits right. ठीक है, ऐसा ना हो कि भैया आप प्यार में पड़ जाओ और अगला 5 साल बाद उन्हें आता है अरे यार तू ही थी मेरे लिए वो. You know, मतलब वो mismatch जिनके साथ ना हो, जिनके साथ you know you align, like your paths align at the same time, like you like them and they like you back in the same time time zone, and the fact that a lot of your and their non-negotiables are met. Also, you knowing what your non-negotiables are. Actually, पंगा ये भी है ना, by the time you understand what is healthy love, काफी गलतियां हो जाती हैं और काफी ना disillusionment भी आ जाता है, फिर उम्र भी बढ़ जाती है और फिर उसके अलग सोच लिए. So थोड़ा बहुत मतलब, yeah, I feel like there is obviously an answer to this, and a lot of it lies in the timing and the state of mind being in alignment.
Yeah.
And if things work out, great. And if they don't work out, then there's always room to love yourself. As they say, कुछ नहीं तो अपने आप को प्यार कर लो.
What is like your number one non-negotiable though?
Yeah, my number one non-negotiable is a sense of consistency and accountability. I feel like like that's something that I can't compromise on now. I need someone who I can trust. So yeah. And who's consistent. It's like people need to sometimes walk the talk.
Yeah.
And mean what, you know, back their words with action. I feel like these things are very important to me at this stage.
आप घुसने की बात कर रहे थे ना पिछले एपिसोड में?
Oh.
Non-negotiable. नहीं करने का वो, बता के एग्जिट करने का करना है.
हाँ, actually. कभी कभी बोला क्या बोले, मतलब ये भी है ना कि क्या बोल के एग्जिट करे, मुझे नहीं पसंद. दूसरा पूछेगा क्यों?
What's more hurtful?
Yeah, but the problem is that when you tell people, they're like, but why? फीडबैक फॉर्म भरने में कितना टाइम वेस्ट होता है. क्या बोलूं. So that's why I feel you, मतलब it's ghosting.
पिज्जा खा रहे हैं तब कोई मैसेज करता है कि अरे तुमने उस दिन ये बात क्यों बोली थी, पिज्जा खत्म होने दो. बोल दिए पिज्जा पैसे दिए भाई.
Priorities ही कुछ और है. Okay, on that note, should we move to our next segment?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
100%.
It's called Keep It Honest.
Okay. Oh,
it's a rapid fire round that we will do while we eat some ice cream. Yeah. तुम लोग कितना खुश हो, तुम लोग को थोड़ी मिल रही है. And the ice cream is my favorite, Nick ice cream.
Yeah, I like it too. Yay.
Cheers.
Yeah.
अंदर चम्मच भी आता है.
Yeah. Very self-sufficient.
Start. I asked the audience कि क्या word दो, and somebody said Ankush. That was the first word.
बहन है वो मेरी.
भाई भी नहीं बोला.
मेरी सुख दुख में.
क्योंकि वो रिश्ता भी.
Yeah. मतलब I feel like we are literally like two sisters. It's shameful. You know, like there is no intrigue. Like, yeah. So I feel like
Guys, कोई gossip नहीं मिल रही है तुम्हें.
है ही नहीं. जो है वो ही, मतलब हम तो काफी कोशिश करते हैं कि थोड़ा ना मिसलीड करें, दिखाएं शादी करने वाले हैं, एंगेजमेंट बढ़ जाएगी, ये भी सोच रखा है कि शायद एवी मतलब रोका कर लेंगे व्यूज के लिए, फिर तोड़ फोड़ देंगे बाद में, फ्रेंडशिप रख लेंगे, पर नहीं, मतलब इट्स जस्ट वी वांट टू मैनिपुलेट बट इट्स टू पैल्पेबल दैट ये दोनों मतलब सहेले हैं.
Heartbeat.
I think my family. Yeah, they matter a lot. Yeah, a lot of my decisions, a lot of my happiness and sadness comes from there. A lot of my heart lies there. Yeah.
Heart is beating.
Yeah.
For them. Okay. Do you have like a train story?
यार, I haven't traveled in a, मतलब मेरे छोटे होते there used to be a lot of train travel. And the last time I traveled in a train was like some 4-5 years ago. I'd gone to Rampur or somewhere in Nainital. I mean, I think as a child I used to make a lot of friends on trains. Like I made my first pen friend on a train. And we remained pen friends for about like a year or 2 years. वो पटियाला में रहती थी लड़की. और मैं बहुत friend मतलब हम बन गए थे. So much so that I was like, come to Delhi, stay. मतलब you know इतना मतलब मैं I think कुछ होंगी 8-9 साल की. और वो मुझसे 2-3 साल बड़ी थी. So yeah.
खत और emails.
We used to write letters. तब तो email था नहीं, हम बहुत छोटे थे. It used to be very
Everybody's impressed.
Yeah. So I was like, she's my best friend, and you know both of us would write. But then she changed address and all. फिर हमारा मतलब whatever. And then we grew up also, so you know obviously it was a little tough to keep in touch. And phones भी तब इतने नहीं थे. Like even phones were new. She didn't have a phone and whatever. So it was very sweet. Like I was like, oh, बचपन की दोस्तियाँ and all.
Okay. I have Shagun ka lifafa as a again audience, you blame them.
You want Shagun ka lifafa? What it means?
I want a story. Do you have like a kissa? Do you have like a?
यार आई एम दैट बेशरम फ्रेंड जो ना बर्थडेज पे लोगों को गिफ्ट नहीं देती. मैं सीधा शगुन का लिफाफा दे देती हूँ. शगुन का लिफाफा इज एक्चुअली माय थैंक एंड पीपल डोंट लाइक इट. Once a friend actually gave it back to me saying, you buy me H&M gift card. Don't give me Shagun ka lifafa.
So you give like 500 rupees.
No, I give like 5,000 rupees. I mean, you know, I'm like, I'll be mehenga Shagun lifafa girl. But like, I mean, yeah, I take Shagun ka lifafa. I took it to a friend's wedding also. Everybody finds it very embarrassing. And I'm like, what's the big deal, bro? Like, we are in that age bracket when we should be given the liberty to do this.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, dog.
Oh, dog reminds me of my first family dog. His name was Shugu.
Shugu.
Yeah, and he was an Alsatian, but he was not a purebred Alsatian. But yeah, like he was my first pet. And I remember when we got him, he was a little puppy. And I was very young. I think I must have been 4 or 3 or something. And he was very active and he was eating all the cushions and like jumping at me because he wanted to be friends with me. And I was so scared. Like a part of me was like, oh my God, he's so cute. But a part of me was also very scared. And then he was such a gentle giant. Like I feel like I have some really sweet memories of him. And I think I really miss him because, you know, he had a very untimely death. He choked on a plastic bag, you know, and yeah, so we weren't expecting his passing and it still hurts.
How old were you then?
Yeah, when he passed, I must have been around 12 or 13. And when we got him, so he was there with us for about 9-10 years. So yeah. Never
Did you
been
get
able
another pet after that or?
Oh no. No. I think my uncles did. Because he used to be the common pet in the house.
Yeah.
And then I think we shifted houses and all. So my taujis and all got like more pets.
Yeah.
But हाँ, उसके अलावा मैंने तो नहीं अभी तक. I have not been able to get on board.
Okay.
But maybe someday I will. Logistics have also not worked out to be able to get a pet at this point.
Yeah, fair. You're traveling a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I have a serious one. Hospital?
Lots, yeah. Hospitals give me some serious trauma. Like till I think the reason that I've been taking my parents, I must have told you in the beginning, right? Like we had like this thing where my dad almost passed away last year, and that was the worst, I think, experience that we've had. I think so. My father has chronic illnesses, and I've grown up in a house जहाँ पे हम सारा टाइम, मैं बचपन से हॉस्पिटल्स में ही, मतलब मेरे बहुत सारी मेमोरीज हैं 11 साल की उम्र से. पिछले 4-5 साल में कितने बर्थडेज, स्पेशल इवेंट्स, दिवाली, होली, सब कुछ हमने अस्पतालों में ही गुजारा है. एंड आई थिंक लास्ट ईयर ना फेब में पापा वाज इन द हॉस्पिटल एंड he'd been going to the hospital a lot. एंड काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, तो whatever, like this one day we were called early and I'd gone to give blood because पापा को खून चढ़ रहा था, and then I came down and then they told us कि ये तो अब सांस नहीं ले रहे हैं, इनको वेंटिलेटर पे डाल रहे हैं. And I think suddenly like my whole life felt like somebody like slipped the carpet out of my feet because I'm like अभी तो मैं खून दे के आई हूँ, ये सोच के कि तो ठीक हो रहे हैं, और अब ये बोल रहे हैं कि मरने वाले हैं, like अब हम कभी नहीं मिलेंगे. तो मतलब हाँ, मतलब hospital sometimes really give me the jitters, and too many bad stories, and I think the last one was this ventilator scene. So yeah, let's hope I don't get to visit them very often, at least this year.
Yeah, I really hope so too.
Yeah.
Hospital and the smell of hospital.
Yeah, man.
Gives you
horrible.
so much trauma. Yeah. Okay. Dosti.
Dosti.
What does friendship mean to you?
Friendships are my home away from home. You know, these are the homes that you choose. And I feel like, especially my friendships with the women I have in my life mean so much. I feel like, yeah, friendships are my happy place. They are the places where I can surrender.
Yeah.
And the good ones especially. Like I can blindly go in with all my wounds and scars. And I know that somebody will nurture it. So yeah, friendships are a very good feeling.
This has been so special, Ashubani.
Same here, Gopal. I had such a great time. Guys, you are amazing. You are amazing.
You are amazing.
वो मैंने इतनी बकचोदी करी है, मैं सोच के भी नहीं आई थी कि मतलब इतना बोलूंगी मैं. My God, चुप भी नहीं हुई.
But बहुत मजा आया यार. This was beautiful. Thank you so much guys. दोस्तों को बताना मजा आया. जिस जब ऑनलाइन आए तो वो देखें, जो ऑनलाइन देख रहे हैं लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करो, कमेंट करो, एंड खुश रहो.